Hello everyone, Makozi Racing Internacional salutes you. Welcome to the stream for round 5 of the Nations Cup, the third exhibition season 2019-2020 of the FIA Gran Turismo Championship. For this one, using this very beautiful, really interesting to drive RX-7 Amamia at Lago Maggiore East. And from the practice race that I've done, gotta say it's a really interesting car to drive. A lot of different skills required to be fast with it. Different skills to be fast within a race, and in the end, you have to know what you're doing in terms of car behavior to make this thing go fast, very fast. It's really a lot of fun to drive if you take your time with it, and yeah, it's quite an unusual thing to put around a track. It has quite a unique feeling to it. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the event. You can see here we're using the RE Amamia FD3S RX-7. So it's basically a Mazda RX-7 tuned by RE Amamia. It belongs to the N400 class for this race, and with somewhere around 370 horsepower and 1400 kilograms. So really not the most powerful car we've come across in the N400 class, sorry, but it's got a lot of pull in it. It's interesting to drive. How are you doing, Cody? I'm doing fine, thanks. Super Crunch, how about yourself? High Nitro Racing, Tarko, and yeah. Oh my word. Okay. Yeah, thanks to Tarko, that made my day. Thank you, Nitro. Yeah, definitely, Rob. It's I'd say it's one of those ones that requires a lot of rewards a lot of car control. If you can learn how to do that, then you should be fine. So yeah, 2 times fuel wear, 9 times tire wear. Have to use sports hard tires. Slipstream is on weak, and we need to take into account that it's a grid start with full start check. So going to be looking out for that for sure this round. Yeah, great to know, Super Crunch. Good to know you're doing well. Okay, just change a bit here on the stream. And there we go. It should be okay for now. Do you make your own livery? Yes, I do. I'm the one that's in charge of the team livery. Yeah. And I haven't had so much time being able to do it recently, but I try my best. I usually have about 20 minutes to make one, so I do what I can in those 20 to 25 minutes. Yeah, I think simple is better. Just simple blue and white gets it done. Use Azurit blue as a base, so immediately I just spin out. That's clumsy driving on my side. Am I the founder of it? I'm a member of it. I'm one of the main members of it. Yeah. It's been quite an old team for now. Still growing. looking for something to improve on. Yeah, I definitely would work on these liveries a bit more if I had some more time. Hi WDP, I'm doing fine, thank you. I feel like I've bounced back after what happened in manufacturers. Just trying to take it nice and calm, don't let it get to me. And yeah, thank you very much. I hope it goes well, for sure. And I hope when you race tonight, you have a nice race as well. Yeah, thanks, Rob. It's a nice compliment. So, I do feel a bit off the pace here. I did some practice yesterday with a UDI Bonelli. So he's a fast Brazilian driver who. Pablo was there too, Makozi Academic. They all joined us for practice, and I gotta say, it takes a lot of patience to be competitive with this car. A lot of patience. So yeah. In the end, I figured out how to drive the car, and then coming into this gym I've sort of forgotten it, but we'll see if we can remember it, how to drive it again. Because in qualifying we were able to get 32.8 without slipstream. That was pretty much the perfect lap. That's what Bonelli was getting to. He's really fast, and if we can replicate that for this slot, that'd be very, very desirable. I race online hungry. I'm doing fine, thanks. How about yourself? Been nice morning over there in Hungary there. Start off the day with some racing. Yeah, hi Zico. The important thing with this car is to not slide it. If you start sliding it, that's when you lose speed. It's kind of like a runaway effect. And the more lateral grip that you lose, it just responds less and less, and it all goes downhill from there, basically. Is this a drift car? Yes, it is. Godspeed. can definitely count on that. This is a drift car. We're currently driving 2 style, which means like mountain racing, but yeah, in theory this is a drift car. This thing really requires a lot of throttle control, as you can see, and it's like the Supra in a sense. You really have to modulate the throttle for it to turn and for it to be fast, of course. Time for drift. Yep, exactly. Outlaw and welcome. Here we go. So 22.2 isn't bad for time trial pace. We'll see what happens now in the lobby. You can see we're being put up against Hole, Little Fella, Nismo, Brian, W True. We actually practiced with him earlier on, as well as Mr. Natty Gaines, Tyler, D. Bradley, Noodles, F1 Amazing Hour. So yeah, a lot of the usuals, really the top split players. We'll see how we do with points. It shouldn't be too bad, but yeah, hopefully we get some decent result out of this. Have a good quality. Yep, thanks to Matarko. Yeah, 276. It's not the greatest, for sure. There's a lot more in this, but yeah, we'll just do our best. If we can win, that's good. So when you approach driving this car, like I said, it's a lot about throttle control. You need to think of it as a road car more than a race car or a drift car. And you need to turn in early. And like I said before, the more this thing goes sideways, the less of a chance you're gonna have to catch it, and the more time you're gonna lose just straight up. So keeping this thing straight and online is important. Rear tire wear is an issue, obviously, and so you want to have the brake balance somewhere on the front to counteract that. Also, in terms of the gears, you want to avoid first, apart from the start, and only use second, third, and fourth. And you can see there. People doing a drifter. This is a fast car, fun car, but whatever it is, it's really interesting to drive. In terms of the gears, like I said, you need to stick to second, third, and fourth. You see that hole, he left, which is unfortunate. Yeah, second, third, and fourth, and you want to change the gear at the revs just before, like you can see the rev bar here next to the speedometer. You want to change it right before it reaches like the gear. So you see where second gear is now? You want to change before that. That's pretty much the general rule of thumb for this car. That's how it performs better. So you'll see here, wait. Now, that's when you want to change gears. After that, it's like when you're in fourth, you want to drag it. You don't want to go in fifth. Full stop. And you don't want to avoid unnecessary gear changes as well. We're gonna and get the 90 gains if we are able to make that up, but yeah. Not just go for a normal lap. It's manufacturer Cody. Deep. I'll say yes. Any potential 40s I'm looking forward to. As long as it just doesn't throw me out of the first split, I'd really appreciate that. As long as it's a bit fair. Currently on a qualifying lap, we'll see what we can do. Hi Felipe, we're doing qualifying now for Nations. And yeah, I'm fine, thanks. How about yourself? I'm definitely not driving fast at this point. Actually hoping that Hall was still in the lobby so I could try and fight him with the slipstream. But we'll make do with what we have. Just a word of advice for this round, you want to stick to the slipstream. It's very, very good around here. No, thanks, Felipe. That's highly appreciated. Really, thank you a lot. Any support that I get, that's always a plus. And yeah, thanks for the encouragement. Don't have to force them into it, but if you guys feel like this is helping, please feel free to like the stream at your own pleasure. It can be a bit quiet sometimes, so I apologize for that. It just means that I'm focusing on the race. Yeah, that's right, Deeth. This was not fast at all. I just yeah, the pace that I have from yesterday is just missing right now, because it's very possible to get a 33.0, and with the slipstream you can get that down to 32.6. So yeah, that's for Makozi Academic. You qualified third. Nice, Hammond. Well done. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Steve. You're too slow in the car. Probably need to practice a bit to get used to it. It's a really specific car. Requires a lot to be fast with it. Thanks, Dimitadko. Hey, Aura. Nice to see you again, mate. Thank you. Thank you, John. Peace time spec. Yeah, thank you guys. Really, I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the race. See that 90 gains. He's using a nice little Cadbury livery there. That's you, Bradley with their nice liveries as always. And yeah, did it 33.4 mock Q. So yeah, that time definitely. The thing is. Like I said, you can get into the 32s easily with slipstream. You get it all right, 32.5 is a very, 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 very good lap. But anything under 33 is it's pretty decent for this car. E4 for you, lol. Okay. Yeah, Salmon, good luck to you as well if you're still watching. Thanks, Felipe. Yeah, and thank you, Outlaw. The start for this one, traction control 1. Just hold the revs in first. And, that was pretty much it. In this race, people have been debating whether it's a one stop or a no stop, and I personally say it's a no stop. You just simply need to look after the tyres. That's it. Love it. Yeah, probably in Asia you'd like it even more. We put a lot of drift liveries on this car. So far, doing okay on pace. Too early to see how we're doing with tyres. If we're maintaining them right, they should last the first 3 laps without having to show any wear. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Yeah, and you see 33.0, and I'm doing that during a race. Shows how much I was missing there in quali. Don't want to go out wide there, lose way too much time. to accelerate after you've passed the apex with this car. If you accelerate too early, you'll find that it starts oversteering on you. You need to let it settle in the corner. In the slipstream here, it's a lot easier to save tyres as well. So if you know that someone's fast, if you just keep up with them, you brake a bit earlier than usual and you take off, you don't force your hand so much, you find that your tyres will be in a slightly better shape towards the end of the race. And if you miss that S section, it's really a cascade of time loss basically through the entire part of the track. Hi Call Commander, thank you. Actually just in time for the race. Almost halfway, so you haven't missed too much. Paul was in the lobby, he got disconnected unfortunately, but we managed to grab Paul with a very underwhelming lap. Had a clean start. Here we are, we're just managing tyres at this point. Try not to lose too much pace later in the race. Underwhelming. It is a bit, to be fair. Got a 33.4 while in the race. We weren't even trying. I got a 30.0, sorry, 33.0. Yeah, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have stayed. Yeah, I went in second. It's gonna hurt my total time a bit. expected. Instead of being like 2 tenths off with 5 tenths. What there is the understeer trying to come in. not dip into the 34s, that would be good. Looks like we will be this lap. Yeah. Losing pace now. Thanks, Cola. We're trying. We really are trying to chase that good total race time. There we go. Should be winning by now. There it is, 21:58. That was exactly what we were looking for. If we kept our tyres a bit more under control, could definitely been a 57. No, it's 56. 56 is already really very, very perfect race. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Points, not so much, but we'll take what we can get. And yeah. Thanks, guys. Felipe, Dimitar, Rob, and GTX. Thank you all very, very much. And yeah, it really is a difficult car to drive, like Rob says. It is challenging. Requires a lot of throttle control, like I said before. Yeah, you need to take your time with this. If it doesn't seem to be going your way, just back off for a second. Try and just calm down and have another go. Because if you feel like you're losing the rear end too much, it could be that you're not driving calmly, and you just need to reassess the driving style for a second and try a different approach. Won a great battle with Fast Fuel, but he spun on the last lap. Well done, Salmon. Congratulations. It's great to see that you've won. Really good. Total time is a harsh mistress. You really did a good job there. Thanks, Cole. It's always good to keep looking for more. Polite jump. Ben. He came second and third. Very true and little fella. Yeah, we'll have a look at that replay very quickly. See what happened there. Is this where you went? Yes, the Dragon Trail. Ah, but you said they're talking with someone. It's like mountain racing with occasional drifting. It's really hard to race consistently, and yeah, I'd agree. It definitely is. Well, the problem with this car is that any acceleration whatsoever provokes oversteer, and that's pretty much how a drift car. Those are the rules it probably abides to. I'm not the expert. Rob would in the chat, he would know better. But I'd say that it's really like a drift car. It requires a lot of patience, and the moment you put that throttle on, it just runs away with oversteer. It's hard to catch. Changes the character a lot. So you can see we did 2 test races earlier today. Both of them with Bonelli and Makozi, Academic and Fabro. We got these times. So on this second race, we were actually going to beat this one, but we went for move to get by Bonelli, and that's why this is slow. But yeah, 58's 21:58 is a very good time. I think 57s are definitely possible. But for anyone that's watching out there, if you can get around, like, depending on what split you are in, if you can get 22:10 underneath that, you should be good. Very, very good. Because first of all, this car is just so difficult to drive consistently, like the guy says. But yeah, this one myself, suck at road cars. Don't worry, Nismo, you'll get there. It really is a different sort of a beast, different sort of world driving road cars. So it does take a lot of getting used to. The lack of grip in the corners, the tendency to oversteer is just not. It's not the greatest sometimes to experience, but when it works, and you really like driving it. .956. That was your total time. Let me just make sure of that, because Makozi Academic, he was in that race. Yeah, Salmon, your PSN was AMG Shark, right? That was you. Because I noticed that Makozi Academic, when he told me the results, AMG Shark finished first in the race. Yeah, that's a little bit too fast, I would say, Salmon, because I know that you're good on a single lap. You're doing very well. It's just that seemed a little bit too fast. And I had a quick glance at his results, and it showed 22:19 or something like that. So somewhere around that total time. So you can go faster, won't let your teammates or opponent get away from you. I see, Rob. So you just have that extra grip in case you start falling behind. It's a little below fast time. We'll see. I'll ask Academic again. He'll have a look. Can we go back to Group 3 Sardinia? Wait. Oh, that's nation. Oh. I see why you want to go back there. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it did look like a pretty uneventful start, from what I could see. There's a little bit of contact further down the field. Noodles gets forced off a little bit, but yeah, just loses 2 positions, and he'll probably be able to make that back in the end. O'Brien down the inside. So there's a bit of control. Noodles is able to carry a bit more momentum. He should maintain position. Yeah, the moment I thought Group 3 Sardinia, I immediately thought Nissan GTR, and I was like, well, oh, okay, of course, that's why he wants Sardinia so badly. But yeah, you did really good there, handling the pressure and surviving turn 1, like myself. Got pushed off halfway through lap 1, that's unfortunate. Morgan Davey, they're going for a move, trying to make it work on the inside and then the outside, but just ends up going a bit wide. Has to relinquish the place back to John Tidal. And again, he's right there. What amazing hour, sending it down the outside and getting the move done. That's amazing. Amazing move by him. Yeah. What's up, baby? He's got 1 second penalty. Doing daily races currently getting taken out. Love daily races. Well, Deeth, I would actually suggest not to go into them unless you know for sure. Unless you know for sure that you're gonna win or come second at least. Because I know there are the new combinations, which is Group 3 at Suzuka. But just really be careful. Because there's no more, really the penalties aren't so harsh anymore, and if you get caught up with someone, it's really likely that they're gonna unintentionally or intentionally, doesn't matter, the end result is what's gonna really ruin your day and your driver ranking, most importantly. I see, where did W3 get this move on little fella? Ah, wow, yeah. So W3, he sends it down the inside. Little fella just can't respond. Yeah. Looking at, yeah, Salmon, if you're still there, Makozi Academic showed me the total time, and you got 22 minutes and 27.3 seconds. So it's not too slow, it's not too fast either, but if you won that race, that's what's important. So it's you had a nice gap in front of the second guy, 9 seconds. It was a little bit punted, so well done. A lot more cautious into turn 1 this time, did not want to repeat of last nation's race. Yeah, obviously, little fella, that's the thing with these standing starts, it really opens up the opportunity for something to happen in turn 1, and it's great to see you trying to be cautious about it. I'm interested to see if you actually try to overtake W3. Oh, what was that? Went off wide. Hi Christopher, I won my race. And yeah, total time was under 22 minutes, I'm happy with that. Did everything I could to save the tyres, just wasn't enough though. I was losing a lot the last few laps. Let's see, little fella, he makes a small mistake. That really opens the door to Deep Bradley to try and get a move, but going on the outside of that corner is considerably difficult. Little fella goes in very, very deep. Slow down quite a bit to save it. Bradley's there on the inside, so he's going to be sharing the line with fella. At this point it's going to be very difficult to go on the outside, so he just takes off. Slots him back behind and leaves little fella to his own. See there, he's indicating with the hazard lights, it's all good. Yeah, the front, little fella's fronts aren't doing too good at this point. Yeah, just looking at my tyre wear, it's exactly the same as little fella. So I haven't been saving them as well as I should have been. For sure. So I could have done better. You could not get any yeah. Why do you think that was, little fella? I think I'm -4 to save the rears. I was using -2 actually. So, yeah. To have a bit more rotation, but still save the front, the rears. Yeah, fella. Why do you think that would be? That where do you think you were struggling? Because I noticed on the braking you seem to be locking up somehow. Just watch the rear of the little fella's car. You can see smoke coming out of it, and that means that you're somehow really putting a lot of pressure on the brakes early on, and the tires just can't handle that initial bit of stress. Or you're trying out some different brake setting, which maybe on ABS weak I wouldn't know at this point. Yeah. Let's see. Oh wait, I need to see this behind. Something was happening. It's a three-way fight for fifth. John Tyler has a front row seat of it all. Too aggressive on the brakes. Yeah, that's probably it, little fella. Just take off a little bit earlier. Just be soft on the brakes. That's I find that works very nicely. Maybe a glitch. That could be it. It's a wow. Yeah, this is a five-way fight for fifth. A little bit of ping pong there. And again, he just stays in ninth. Big winner out of all of this is Rev O'Brien. He was able to pretty much maintain position, I think, or get in front of Noodles at least. That's good. Maybe it's good. That could be it, Mitchie. You don't enjoy these low downforce cars. See, and you see there's a bit more ping pong there between Noodles and Morgan Davey. Yeah, that's the thing with the low downforce cars. You have to. It requires a little bit of finesse and patience as opposed to the race cars. The race cars you can push a lot more, and it will be responsive and it will give you everything you want. But every now and then, with the road cars, more often than not, sorry, you find that you try doing the same thing more than once, and it's very hard to pull off. See there, Noodles, he's just losing out place after place. That's quite unfortunate for him. But it really, you need to put a lot of practice in to know what the car wants, because every road car varies. They're never the same. And if you can get that down and like satisfy the needs of the car, then you'll be in a good position to really catch it if it starts going loose, or to react if it starts on the steering, or if it brakes too late. It's really a lot more high maintenance than Group 3 or Group 4. And yeah, hi Mitchie. Normally there is no smoke on the brakes, even going full braking 100%. Time trial, there isn't too many smoke. There actually is, Mitchie. I've noticed that if you put the brake balance in certain cars all the way to the front, and you brake and you turn at the same time, and you're turning into the corner, there is smoke coming out of it, and you can see that the tires are showing red. So it means that you're putting a bit too much pressure on your fronts. You can see even at this point later in the race, my fronts are getting better than the little fellas. So it could simply be that he's got more front brake balance at the front. That's why, because he's saying that he's got -4. I have -2. There are people that are driving with +3. They're doing different things. See, little fella, he almost got second. Maybe if he sent it up the inside with a bit more courage, you never know. But good result from Doricher and Little Fella. Well deserved podiums. Deep Rally, they're struggling just a little bit. And a celebratory spin over the line. They're in fourth. Very good result for him nonetheless. He really climbed up the field. Ryan, John Tyder, Morgan Davey, Nanagains and Noodles. Fortunately losing out there. And NX, sub baby. And pretty much the rest of the field, you can see that, look at Nismo's tyres. He was really struggling there. I want to see what happened on lap 11. Tries to catch it, pushes a bit too much. That's a common mistake. Oh, well. I see what you mean, Nismo. You'll get there eventually. It just really takes a lot of experience to get right. It's unfortunate. A little bit of luck as well. So yeah. Found some pace recently. Yeah, I've noticed Little Fella. It's surprising how much more pace he's gotten over time. So yeah, this is our pace right now. In the time trial, we could definitely go another 10th faster, but this is what I mean. If we're able to do this, we should be able to get 33 flats in qualifying. The fact that we didn't get a 33.0 at least was a little bit disappointing. I was actually surprised no one beat me to it, so I thought for a moment that Little Fella or one of those guys, even Nismo, that they would have had a chance to start first. Yeah, it's good. So none of the top guys seem to be practicing. So considering the points that we got, I'd say that it's fine. There's no need to do a second slot. First time in a while that we don't actually have to do a second slot. Yeah, because we can see that those points are very decent. Very, very decent. So we're going to leave it at that. And yeah, next round of nations is going to be Group 4 at Brands Hatch. That's going to be an interesting one to try out. And Group 2 at Dragon Trail. Oh yeah, that's going to... Qualifying is really going to matter there. So yeah. Definitely interesting for sure. Manufacturers tomorrow is going to be Blue Moon Bay Speedway, 23 laps of that very short track, and then the next round of it, something more towards the circuit, Group 4 Interlagos. So definitely looking forward to the races for sure. Anyhow, that's pretty much coming towards the end of the stream, guys. It was a pretty decent race, I'd say. Wasn't too much action. I apologize for that. Hole got left the room or got disconnected, which was unfortunate. I think had he stayed in there, that would have been quite some race, because he's great in road cars. But yeah, unfortunate. It happened. We won. Didn't lose any points, and that's the important thing. Important thing is that we won. Yeah, EMEA tops get very high, 32 to low in practice. Yeah, Mitchie, exactly. I tried practice with some of the guys, and I noticed that 32.8 is pretty much the best you can get without slipstream. With slipstream, you can get mid 32s, but It doesn't matter if you can't manage your tires during the race, and that's the thing with this race. You need to be careful with the tires. Put brake balance towards the front, and yeah, just really being cautious in general. You're gonna leave? Yeah, that's right, Felipe. There's no point of doing another race. And, I need to concentrate on other stuff at this point. So yeah, I'd like to drive a FIA race with you. Yeah, that would have been nice, Felipe. Hopefully, if there is some time, if I have some free time. I don't have too much of it recently, but whenever I have some free time and you catch me online, I'll be more than happy to drive with you. Max, well done, you deserve that after. Yeah, thanks, Max. I've been trying. Hopefully this bit of luck or good success keeps going. And yeah, till next time it should be better. Anyway, that's going to do it for now, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support. It really means a lot. Seeing all these comments, all the positivity, all the good feedback. It's great to see that. It just really gives me a lot of energy to keep pushing. And I hope you guys have a good race in your races this evening. Good luck with those. And until next time, driving with the best.